Were you forced to take a pay cut or worse, did you lose your job during the COVID crisis? Well, here's the secret. In a world full of chaos comes massive opportunities to make money.
All right, well, that's some good news. And to give us some tips on how to do that, we have invited a financial expert and author of the best-selling book, How Money Works, Stop Being a Sucker, Steve Siebold. Good to see you, Steve. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us. So, very few people really know how money works. It's so interesting that there are not more courses taught in schools, right?
It's unbelievable. We don't teach anything. We don't teach our kids anything about money, and the things that we do teach them in the schools typically don't really matter in their daily lives, and it's really a problem.
So what is really the difference between how wealthy people look at money compared to those who are not wealthy?
Well, the self-made wealthy, which I've studied for the last 36 years, look at money in terms of opportunity and freedom, and really the chance to live a more stress-free life, whereas most of us are taught to think about money in terms of scarcity and fear, and which there's obviously a lot of fear out there right now.
So what are some of the financial steps that we can take during the quarantine? I think a lot of people are hoarding their money probably right now.
Well, that's true. And I think the first thing I would recommend is change your perspective, your attitude about money, and start looking at it in terms of possibility, again, and freedom and dreams and all the things that really built America. I think that's the first one.
But wait, before you ask the second, how do we do that?
Well, I think it's a mindset shift that we have to make. Study wealthy people, see how they talk about money, read their books, read their biographies, watch their interviews on YouTube or the internet somewhere, and just notice how they think about money compared to the way you think about money.
You also say to be entrepreneurial, and obviously there's a lot of problems out there, so you could probably, just an example, they're trying to make fashion out of these COVID-19 masks that people have to wear. They're probably making a good buck out of that.
They sure are. A lot of people are stepping up. They're becoming entrepreneurs, formerly employees, now turning from what we call E to E, employee to entrepreneur, maybe because they're forced to, or they're very creative. America was built on innovation. We're innovators. That's what we've always done for 200 plus years. And this is probably the greatest time in any of our lifetimes to stake your own claim and become an entrepreneur.
What do you mean by everything is negotiable these days?
Well, in terms of paying your mortgage, your rent, your any bill you have, a car payment, anything, this has never been seen before in the history of this country. Really, the history of the world has never shut down like it is now. So call your bank if you're behind. If you've got plenty of money, don't worry about it. But if you're struggling, call your bank. Tell them that. See if you can get a deferral on your mortgage. I know hundreds of people that have gotten deferments on their mortgages for 90 days or more. Their car payments. Their rent if they're renting, and these companies will work with you. Credit card companies will work with you. They've been very good about it since the crisis.
You also say leverage your network.
Yeah, this is the time to reach out to your personal network, your professional network, your online network, and talk to people if you're looking for a new opportunity. I know a lot of people, obviously 33 million people have applied for unemployment, and that's a very sad thing, and a lot of those jobs are probably not coming back, unfortunately. So reach out to people and see what new opportunities that you can drum up. Now's the time to be talking to everyone, especially when you're at home and you have time. And
you say get excited for the turnaround.
Oh yeah, this is going to be the biggest turnaround, most likely from a financial perspective, in American history. So the opportunities that are going to be created from this are most likely going to be unprecedented. So get excited, because we will come out of this. America always comes out eventually because we are innovators. We are entrepreneurs at heart, and the opportunities will be fabulous.
Of all the interviews we've had in the last 6 weeks, I'm actually most encouraged by that one.
Yep. Sounds good. Thank you so much, Steve. We really appreciate it. We'll definitely check out your book. And also, if you would like to get financial advice from Steve, you can check out howmoneyworks.com.
All right, we'll be right back with a check of your 5 Live forecast.